Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel for another process video. This one is going to be a fun one because my friend Khristina, who is the owner of the Secret Not So Secret Kit Club, has a scrap party going on. Now, I have always wanted to do them, but for whatever, get busy, whatnot. But this time I was like, you know what, I'll pop in now, Khristina. And I thought, oh, it's just kind of work at your own pace. She's going to have some challenges like she normally does, which is great prompts for scrapbooking. And you know, as long as you get them turned in by a certain date, you know, you'll get entered into a challenge. Or entered into a drawing. And that's what I thought. No, when I actually watched the live to go over all the details, she created a summer camp theme, which was such a great idea and so much fun. So anybody who even said that they were even remotely interested got put on a team. And I was one of them. I thought I was just going to pop in and out. So as soon as I realized, oh my goodness, I'm on a team, which is the best team. I've got Miranda and Amy and Naomi and Becky, and we are having a blast. I was like, I can't fail them. I got to get started. And I literally had way more stuff going on this weekend than I ever did any other weekend. I had family reunion, grandma's birthday party, a garage sale, you name it, I was having something going on. So literally I ran into my scrapbooking room and I got this layout done in 30 minutes. And I have to say, for being stressed or crunched for time and a little stressed, I think I do better working under stress because this layout came out so good and so cute really quickly. So I kind of took the advice of Shamel's where if I found a paper, I went with it. And I ended up finding this little mini collection by Echo Park. It's called Hello Summer. It's from 2012. And I really loved that blue paper. And then I found a couple of other papers that went with it. And it literally was just 4 pattern papers, no stickers, no ephemera. So I got a total of 8 different patterns. And I really was gravitating towards the banners. It, you know, really appealed to me, and I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and do some detail cutting. And then I thought to myself, wait a minute, I've done it before, and sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. And then I noticed the shape, the curves of all the banners, and I actually cut along one of the banners along the line, and I love that. I don't know if it's ever been done before, but I've never done this, and it ended up working out so cute. Now, in order to not waste anything, I grabbed some orange cardstock, because you all know how I feel about that orange cardstock. And I did not want to waste that whole entire 12 by 12 blue pattern paper, knowing that it was going to be covered up by a third of the banner paper. So I just cut to where I needed to cut, and then I'm going to use the front and backs of all the papers that I've cut for matting my photo and also for my ephemera. So the first team challenge was called Grab 5. Khristina picked one of the items to use, which was stamping or stamps, and then the team came up with the rest of the items. And so we had to use yellow, we had to use 3 pattern papers, we had to use ephemera, and we had to use sequins. And so I had to make sure that my pattern paper was all there. So like I said, I matted up my photo. But when I took the yellow gingham pattern paper, I felt it kind of got lost. So what I did was I just grabbed one of my Tim Holtz Distress inks and I'm inking along the edges. I am not worried that the other papers are not inked. I literally just needed that single sheet of paper to pop on and not get lost on that layout. Alright, so then after that I was thinking about using some more of these banners kind of going along from the photo to the left of the paper, and then I decided not to because I thought it would leave trapped space, and that's not something I wanted to do. So I ended up going and fussy cutting out these birds, and that is what was going to be as my ephemera, because I didn't have any ephemera. Like I said, I didn't have any stickers. And while I was cutting those birds, I realized that, or not realized, I was thinking what other stuff can I put on my layout, because this was a little too, while I love clean layouts, I also love layered and a lot of stuff on layouts. I pretty much like anything when it comes to scrapbooking, and so I was just like, this is a little too clean for me, I need to have more. So I made sure I cut 3 birds out since there's 3 girls in the photo. And then I grabbed this pink doily, and you know, I honestly don't know why I decided to change it. I think because at the time I put that pink bird there, but then I put the blue one down. So for some reason I end up removing that pink doily later, and I end up grabbing a bigger one that is a white doily in its place. And so next I wanted to have one bird by the photo and the other two talking to each other, and I knew that I couldn't do that with all three of them. So I put the two on the bottom, but I didn't want the birds to look like they were floating, even though yes, birds can technically fly. I needed to have something that was going to ground them, and so what I did was I took another one of those yellow strips of the gingham paper, and I'm going to have that at the bottom of the photo. Next I found this little ephemera that was actually from my June Stash Bash kit that I kept trying to use on every single layout, on every pocket page, and it ended up was just sitting on my workspace, and ta-da, I found a home for it on my daughter's friend's layout. So I was really super excited about that one. And now I'm getting ready to stamp. Oh no, actually this is where I found the other ephemera by Jared Lizzie that I'm going to use. And I don't remember what the collection is, but I'm just going for color. And so when I was going through all of the ephemera, I really thought I was going to go with some sunglasses and lipstick since they're all girls in the photo. And it really wasn't the right feel of this layout. So I end up removing that here in a minute, and you'll see where I go with it in just a few minutes. But sorry, I'm so sick with a cold, and so if I sound like a frog or I'm trying to sound like I'm trying to breathe, it's because I have a really bad cold going on. But anyways, I do use that acetate balloons, and I am excited because anytime I can hide the staple and use an acetate piece, I am all for it. So I definitely use the balloons because I felt like they went perfect with the banners. And now I'm going to start using the stamps that was one of the Grab 5 and have them kind of throughout the banners. And I just use what I have. As you can tell, I've got many sets right in front of me, and I just look through all my sets and find ones that will fit to the layout. So I have one that says #friends, fun, and picture perfect. And I used a Hero Arts shadow ink, so the ink wouldn't be so dominant on the layout or prominent. Excuse me, I'm trying to breathe here. And then I ended up, it leaves almost like a watermark look, so I really like that. Now this is where I kind of was like, I didn't like the lipstick, I didn't like the sunglasses, and as soon as I put the sun down in that orange, I was like, oh, I know exactly what I want. You've got the mountains behind my daughter, the trees, and I definitely wanted to have an outdoor, like things that grow in the sun feel, because they all are outdoors, and that's when I picked those items. I did end up removing the watermelon because I really didn't care for the watermelon being behind the birds, and I really didn't have another spot for it. Right, so then I added the sequins up at the top. I really love the look of that. And now I'm going to work on the title. And I have to say, guys, I have been kind of leaning towards the flat mini stickers a lot lately. And so since this is my daughter's album and she's not going to care about thickers, and thickers are pretty pricey, I have been using my quick cuts. I'm falling in love with it all over again. I'm loving that I can create my own title with any kind of paper that matches my layout perfectly. So I used my sticker maker, and the title is going to read Birds of Feather, and that's it. So definitely stay tuned. Go check out Amy and Miranda and Becky's channel, because I know that they're uploading their challenges as well. So thank you again for joining me. If you're new to my channel, I would love to have you here. So hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, so that way you know the next time I have some videos uploaded. And you all have an amazing day. Bye.